Judge the book by its cover. Welcome back. You know the classic saying, don't judge a book by its cover. Well, I think you can judge a book by its cover. In fact, I think there's a way to identify exactly what kind of person someone is just by looking at them. I call it the serpent's eye theory. There's a saying, the eyes are a window into the soul. The eyes are a window into the soul. You can see through the eyes what kind of soul you're looking at. And you know what? I believe that to be completely true. Some people look so evil that they might as well be Disney villains. Let me make some space. You know how Disney villains usually look like this? They have this creepy eyes and they have the smirk and the smile and they look evil. You know what I mean? Some people on earth are exactly like that. Obvious bad people look like bad people. Just like obvious overweight people look overweight. Let me start with a mild example of where I first realized that I don't like someone just based on how they look. And that is Ellen DeGeneres. I shouldn't be name dropping people, but I feel like this is not controversial because everyone hates her now. But I promise you, I was one of the day ones. Yeah, ever since I was a kid and I saw her on TV, I already hated her. And I couldn't really tell myself why. She looked friendly on the surface, but the more I looked at her and the more I looked into her eyes, the more her soul started to shine through. Now I'm telling you right now, there's a dirty spirit behind those windows. But I couldn't quite identify why I disliked her. It was more of a feeling. Why do I feel this feeling even though she was super friendly and nice, right? Well, I have an example that is very obvious, that it almost screams in your face that this person is not a good spirit. I have a person in mind that looks so bad that I don't even have to pick a specific picture. I can just search their Google name and you can already see through the pictures that this is a bad person. And it's funny because no one has argued with me on this. Nobody. Everyone agrees that this person looks completely evil. If you want to guess who I'm going to pull up right now, you have 3 seconds, okay? 3, 2, 1. It is Jada Pinkett Smith. This person, for some reason, has the most evil and most malicious looking eyes on the whole planet. Let me just pick pictures at random. Look at this person and try to convince me that that's a good person. You don't even need to talk to her and you can already tell what kind of person she is. That is, you can already judge the book by its cover. It looks like a bad person. I already know you're a bad person because your eyes reveal the truth. But this also goes both ways. There's some obvious good people in the world as well. Let me show you 2 examples of complete strangers that I can tell already are good people. First off, look at this woman. You can tell already that she's a nice person. She likes to laugh. She could make you a cup of tea. And she would probably want to tell you about her furniture that she has on her balcony, right? Now, look at this guy. Look into his eyes. He looks like a fun guy. He looks like he has a good joke to crack when you're taking a beer. And he looks like he would bring you a coffee back from his coffee break. He just looks like a good person. If I were to see these 2 people on the subway, I would know immediately that they're good people. But I know what you're thinking. Jake, you're only judging them because they're smiling. If they didn't look so happy, you'd probably think that they're bad people. Well, let me show you 3 random pictures that I chose from Google. All of them are supposed to look friendly. But I can tell you already who's a bad person and who's not. And I think you can do it with me as well, because people have such obvious tells. Let's start with number 1. He looks sort of friendly, but he also looks like he is hiding something in his closet. Be honest with me. Let me zoom in on the eyes for you. Doesn't he look a little bit malicious? Isn't there something hiding that he's not telling you? Do you see what I mean? Now let's look at this woman. This is the embodiment of evil. Look this person in the eyes and tell me that that's a good person. I can already tell that this is a horrible person, and I've never even met her. It's pure instinct. Now lastly, let's look at this guy. He looks a little lost. He looks like he's smoking a little dope. But overall, I call him a good person. Maybe he's a little insecure, but that's a part of his charm. And I wouldn't even need to have a talk with him to draw that conclusion. Now, before I end this, I want to make something very clear. Just because someone has an ugly soul doesn't mean that that's a permanent destiny. Someone can change over time. Someone can go from being bad to good, and someone can go from being good to bad. I mean, have you seen Breaking Bad? And I have a perfect example of who embodies this change from bad to good the best. One of my all-time biggest inspirations, and a man I'd like to meet someday, and spar someday, Mike Tyson, or Iron Mike, however you want to call him. A boxing legend, a very fascinating story about a broke kid who came up, and last but not least, a bad man gone good. Look at this old picture of Mike. He looks intense. He looks dangerous, he looks harmful, and he looks broken. And he looks like a little slip-up could get you knocked the fuck out on the spot. Now, obviously, Mike Tyson has went through a lot of shit throughout the years. And I can see where these eyes come from. But now look at him in the future. And yes, I realize that he has a different facial expression. But that's not what I want to focus on. Remove his face, remove his forehead, and just look into his eyes. Doesn't he look a little bit more pure? I don't know if you can see it, maybe it's just a me thing, but I think that Mike Tyson has become a better person through wisdom and age and competence. His wounds have healed and he's come out the other side a better person. So there it is. I think you can judge people just by how they look. And I realize that this isn't iron proof, but I do want to acknowledge that if you can see it as well, just a little bit, there's obviously something there. But hey, that's just a theory. Thank you for watching the whole video. I hope you like this longer format. I realize that a smaller channel shouldn't be making these long videos, but honestly, I wanted to try something new. And I've been wanting to make this video for a long time, so I hope you enjoyed it. Tell me in the comments what you think about my eyes. Do I look evil? Do I look good? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace!